I'm back to share another poem by Dr. Allama Muhammad Iqbal. The poem that I have and I want to share with you guys is its title is Iqbal. Okay, so Iqbal wants to talk about himself in this poem. I mean, this sounds strange, that a person, and that too of Iqbal's caliber, he wants to talk about himself. But it's not that strange, if you dig into history, so you will find that all those great, poets and philosophers and thinkers and mystics, they all had this question in their, in their minds that they wanted to know more about themselves. Okay, so they were in search of themselves. Okay, for example, गालिब ओके पूछते हैं हमसे कि गालिब कौन था, कोई बतलाओ कि हम बतलाएं क्या. Okay, and then Iqbal in a different place, he says इकबाल भी इकबाल से आगाह नहीं है, कुछ इसमें तमस्खुर नहीं वल्लाह नहीं है. And that famous line by our great Baba Bulle Shah, बुला की जाना मैं कौन. And so you see all these people, they, these great people, they had this in this, they wanted to know more about themselves. Okay, on the other hand, if there is a person who says something about himself, and that too with a certainty, with something like absolute certainty, we as a society don't like that much truth coming out of a person. And I'm referring to Mansur al-Hallaj. Okay, so Mansur al-Hallaj was a 10th century Persian mystic, and he's famous for this line, an al-haq. Okay, I am the truth. So I mean, so this is a big thing, he said, I am the truth. Okay, so I mean, his society couldn't afford this much truth coming out of a person's mouth, so they executed him. Okay, so it's sometimes it looks like so staying in search of self, understanding self, this seems like a safer path, because if you want to move beyond this, this may lead, a person into troubles. I'm just saying, I don't know. So yeah, so let's start our poem. So Iqbal, and फिरदौस में रूमी से ये कहता था सनाई, मशरिक में अभी तक है वही कासा वही आश. Okay, so Maulana Rum, Jalaluddin Rumi, and so there was this conversation going on between Rumi and Sanai. So Sanai was another poet. He was, maybe 10th or 11th or 12th century Persian, poet. And he was, so Rumi, Maulana Rum was inspired by Sanai. So you can think of Sanai as his teacher, Maulana Rum's teacher, spiritual teacher. So, so there was this conversation going on between Maulana Rum and Sanai, and this conversation was taking place in heaven. So Sanai tells Rumi that Mashriq mein abhi tak hai wahi kasa wahi ash, that East is still into slavery. Okay, so the people in East, they are still, they carry these begging bowls, and they carry those begging bowls everywhere. They go around the globe, and they have this soup in these bowls, and this soup still looks like the same soup, thin long soup with no vegetables or no meat in it, that means no taste in it. So they are still carrying this bowl, and and they go around. So but then there was this Hallaj. Okay, Mansur al-Hallaj was also there, and he intervened, and he said, हल्लाज की लेकिन ये रवायत है कि आखिर एक मर्द कलंदर ने किया राज खुदी फाश. So Mansur al-Hallaj intervened, and he said that no, it's not 100% true. Things have changed, and now there is a Qalandar that has born, in this region, and in India, and so Iqbal is, telling, he's disclosing it, that he's Qalandar and he's born in India, and this Qalandar is born with a purpose, with a specific purpose, and that purpose is to disclose the secrets of Khudi. Okay, and that's all. That's two couplets that are there in this poem by Iqbal. So it's very simple and short. But in this poem, you see there is there's more, so Iqbal disclosed about himself that he is a Qalandar, and that his mission, so his big accomplishment that he considers his big accomplishment, that he disclosed the secrets of Khudi. So we read his poetry, and it's so much, and then it's all about Khudi and disclosure of the secrets of Khudi. Okay. So now I have interest in Iqbal, and I have started reading him, his poetry, and I'm trying to understand, these things. And so for me, this Qalandar and Khudi, these are like big terms. I want to understand more. So far, what I have shared, I have made videos, and I read. Qalandar is a person who is rich in fakr. Okay, fakr and fakir, two similar words. Fakir we think of as like a poor man. Okay, but fakir is not a poor person. Okay, this fakir is different. Fakr is a it's a state, when you're content, state of being content. So it's and if Qalandar is a person who is rich in fakr, so fakr is a currency, and Qalandar is rich in this currency. He's like billionaire of this currency. So, and then Khudi, wherever I have read this word, I have given like a different, whatever I had in my mind, I just shared it with you guys. So today, so Khudi is a big topic, okay, and I am nowhere close to it, okay, so I'm just sharing what just comes to my mind. So for now, Khudi, when I read this word, Khudi, and it sounds like Khudi, Khudi. Khudi. So Khud means self, and he is him, he is creator. So he is self, and you can put him in the middle. So he himself. Okay. So basically, maybe I don't know. So maybe Khudi is all about himself. He himself. It's all about creator. Okay. So when I think, when I see around, I see myself, and I don't see you, but I see people around me, and there's this me, there's you, and there's us, and all of us, and there's them, and there's so we have all these terms. Okay, so maybe all this is illusion. Okay, maybe all this is illusion, and behind, once this illusion is over, and then the reality is that it's he himself, it's the creator himself who is there everywhere. Okay, so, and Iqbal, he disclosed secrets of this journey, that we are lost in these me, my, mine, you, your, yours, us, them, we are lost in these. So Iqbal has disclosed secrets of how to travel from, how to make this journey, starting from me as a starting point and ending with seeing him, the creator everywhere. Wherever I turn my side, I see him. So for me, it looks strange. It's like yeah, it looks like I mean, how do we make sense of it? But Iqbal is saying that he has disclosed secrets of that. So where are those secrets? I'm trying to figure out. And yeah, and so yeah, Qalandar is also, when I say this, that he is rich in fakr. It's very easy to say these words, but he is a real person. He has achieved to that state, and then it's not just that a Qalandar will be fakir only. He will have more into him. In him. Okay. So we want to know what's more in a Qalandar, who is a Qalandar, and how to start this journey, starting from me and ending up seeing creator everywhere, in everything and everywhere. Okay, so this is something big. It sounds like, it looks like a very a big thing, and a difficult walk. But we can start. And if you have already started, and then please share with me, and please share with all of us. There are people around me, there are people like me around. I have seen from YouTube, I've watched videos, and I see people all the time asking, in comments, what does this mean? What does this mean? So people want to know, so if you are a person of understanding and you have a real knowledge of this and you have achieved to these states, okay, you're closer, you are on this journey, please share your observations, okay, with us, and we can thank you for that. Thank you very much, and yeah, please take care of yourself.